Tales from the Dorkside.
That's right.
This is the spooky part.
Yep. The scariest part of the whole show is this babbling brook.
Shut up, you babbling brook.
She just won't shut her mouth.
I'm trying to do a podcast over here.
Yeah. Is it Brooke Shields? I wonder where they filmed this. Like which state?
Oregon.
Uh-huh.
It looks like Oregon.
Okay. I was like, I didn't know if you knew that as a hard fact or if...
I know no facts.
It looks like Oregon. You're right.
Smells like Oregon.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. That's
an Oregonian fence for sure.
No, that's my jacket.
Oh, okay. Like yeah. It definitely smells like that in Oregon.
The only time I've been to Oregon, it was on fire. And so it was like,
and so it really smelled like it.
Yeah. Mookie and Pookie.
Finally.
Yeah.
All right.
Justine Bateman. Okay. We got a star.
A Bateman. Tippy.
Yeah.
It's quite a name.
There's Justine. If you remember her from Family Ties.
No. I was thinking of Jason Bateman, which is...
her brother.
Okay.
Did you know they were related?
I didn't.
Yeah. You never saw Family Ties?
No.
Michael J. Fox was in it?
Nope.
Oh my gosh. Where were you in the 80s?
I was a baby. Well, I was 5 by the end of it all, but...
Can't believe you don't know Justine Bateman. She was the hottie back in the day. She went from hottie to naughty.
That's right, but not like NOTTYNAWHTTRTY. Like naughty. Naughty.
So are they playing Scrabble?
Yeah.
Have you ever played Scrabble?
I've done Words with Friends, which is the digital equivalent of Scrabble.
Is it? Okay. I played Words with Friends. I've never played Scrabble, though.
It's the same exact rules, as far as I understand. Oh, wow. She sassed him.
Yeah. That's why she's so hot. Because she's sassy.
She's swassy.
And she's got a computer.
Oh, man. Look at that thing.
I actually do believe I have seen this episode before.
Okay. I'm trying to jerk off in here. Get out.
To ones and twos.
Yeah. You had to like interpret the binary code into your imagination.
I mean, that's what we're jerking off to now. It's just...
yeah, just much more advanced.
higher def.
Mm-hmm. Don't have to wait for the picture to load for like 10 minutes. You don't have to wake your parents up with the dial-up sound.
Yeah.
That was, see, for the kids back in the day that don't know, you would have to turn the computer on like at night after your parents went to bed. Then you wait about 15 minutes to make sure it didn't wake them up because it was very loud.
Yes.
And then you do your thing.
Boy, why are you watching that girl do that horse?
Oh, so she's Pookie.
That's what the parents said when they came downstairs.
I wasn't paying attention.
Donkey show. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. Okay. Clerks 2.
Yeah. So what are they talking about? Like they think the world's going to end?
Yeah.
A computer apocalypse?
A Y2K, if you will.
Yeah. They predicted it in 84.
Yeah.
Pretty dope.
Very special.
So she's Pookie and her brother is Mookie?
If that's the case, it's a little disappointing. I was expecting some monsters.
I was expecting like Mookie and Pookie to be the Jay and Silent Bob of monsters.
Uh-huh. I was thinking of, have you ever seen Nothing But Trouble?
Yes.
Bobo and Little Devil.
The little, weren't they in like diapers?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
What's going on? They left the Scrabble game in a hurry. The alarms are going off. Oh, her brother.
One too many cranks, man. So there's an alarm going off and then funeral scene. Yep.
Poor Mookie.
He's a nerd. He's got an Albert Einstein poster.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I've seen this episode.
Is the computer evil?
Well.
Is that the twist?
No.
Did I figure it out already?
I believe... Do you want to know the twist?
No, not yet.
Okay. I don't know. I might be misremembering, but I thought that this was in the movie, but I could be completely wrong about that.
Yeah, maybe they used kind of like with the there's some mom butt with the what am I thinking of Twilight Zone movie? They kind of repurposed some of the old stuff.
Oh, they did? Okay.
So maybe they did something similar.
I feel like they might have, and she might have reprised the role. I could be wrong. I could have just watched this episode not too long ago. Don't remember, but I feel like this might have been repurposed for the movie. We'll continue if what I think happens.
Yeah.
Justine Bateman hugging on her mom. I can't believe you don't know who Justine Bateman is, though.
There's a lot of things I don't know.
You'll never convince me of that. Why do they look like she kind of looks like she's working for Star Trek?
I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, I'm gonna get that outfit. That's what I'm gonna be for Halloween this year. The mom from Mookie and Pookie.
Mookie. Pookie. Is that like his space camp hat or something?
Yeah. She's like, all right, I'm going to try to, are they investigating like how he died? Basically, they're like trying to recreate the scene.
I don't believe that's what's going on.
Okay. I have no clue what's going on, to be completely honest. But that's okay.
I think it is. I think I do know what's going on here.
She's going to talk to him in the computer.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. See, he's left her some code.
Maybe did he transfer his consciousness into the computer, kind of like a lawnmower man?
I believe that is what is happening here. Is that what happened in Lawnmower Man?
It had something to do with, I think, maybe artificial intelligence.
I have to watch that movie again because I loved that movie when it came out. Stephen King wrote it, but the only thing that's available to watch recently that I've noticed was Lawnmower Man 2.
Oh.
I'm like, nah, I gotta go watch the original.
Might try like a vintage stock or something like that. Might have a copy of it.
I'll just wait because the minute I'm about to buy a movie, it starts streaming on something.
Yeah, that's usually the case. I do that with games, but that's another tangent. I bet this is probably Elon Musk's favorite episode because he probably would want to be able to transfer his consciousness into a computer.
Yeah. Yeah. Who was the guy? They made a few movies about him because he was saying, man, I think his like name is on the pianos too. But they made a movie. They made some documentary. Kurzweil? Does that ring any bells to you?
No.
Well, they made a movie. They made like some documentaries about this guy. He's like a super genius who thinks that by a certain time we'll all upload our into computers. But Ray Kurzweil. I think.
Yeah, that kind of rings a bell.
And then they made a movie with Johnny Depp where that's basically what he does in the movie. He like uploads himself into like a huge server or something like that.
The big server in the sky.
But that Ray Kurzweil, I believe is his name. He's been talking about this for a long time. And he's kind of like, I would say he's kind of like an Elon Musk type of guy. Like he's really smart.
Eccentric.
He hasn't taken over Twitter yet, but
yeah,
he hasn't ruined Twitter.
Oh man. Well, and there's certain people who subscribe to the school of thought that we are currently living in some sort of a simulation, which who knows?
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
In a way, it kind of makes sense that like, one thing I always wondered, like, okay, this is a tangent, but hey, she's just typing right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Like this hat, if you're watching our YouTube, like this hat supposedly isn't red.
Right.
It absorbs every color but red. And so it reflects red back to us.
Yeah, the way that our eyeballs work.
And, Insane Clown Posse would call that a miracle.
It is a miracle.
It is in a way.
Well, and the fact that like we all decisively are like, except for obviously, colorblind people but a lot of us will look at that and be like, that's red.
Yeah,
right? To identify a specific concept with it, which is weird. I don't know. Being a human being is weird in general.
But my real question, the real miracle, is how did they get colors in the computer?
Yeah.
How did they say, okay, 100111000 equals red?
Equals the absence of everything but this thing. So now your eyes are going to see this shit.
Well, I guess that might actually make sense the way you put it like that. If it says it's the absence of every other color. But like, how did they get a color into the computer? Like, that's what I don't get. Like, how did they say, okay, computer, you don't know shit about shit, but this color is red.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's like, okay.
It's got to be guys like Mookie living in the computer.
Yeah.
It's like, hey.
Yeah, there's just people living in all of our computers.
Yeah.
What if our brains, while they're working, doing the things that we're experiencing, are feeling somebody else's in a parallel dimension? Like our brains are the computers to somebody else.
Yeah. And like when I'm stoned, that's why the computer signal is real slow.
Yeah. It's like, man, that Earth operating system is just not very good.
Yeah.
Too many people getting hammered and stoned. And
yeah. All right, they're going in. They're checking on Pookie.
She took a little snooze. Did they get her a new computer? They got her a new piece of hardware.
They probably need to. Oh, it's the printer, right?
Oh, so he can communicate through the printing.
Yeah, so he can print up messages here.
He smelled her hair. Gross, dude.
I know, that is weird. Like, are you dead, daughter?
Now he's just like, oh, I love the smell of my daughter.
What are you doing, stepfather?
Now he's going for a look. That's awful. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I need to keep the thoughts I have inside my brain.
I think that's what the people are paying for, though.
That's true.
They want this.
Everybody's thinking it. I'm just the one brave enough to say it.
Yeah. Because who does? Oh, no. It's
there
not going good for Mookie.
Help me. I'm stuck in a computer. Nothing.
Did he unplug it? Is that what the dad did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't believe that his boy.
Yeah. That's nonsense.
But see, technically, if he just gave her code to upload, couldn't it be doing like an and or type of
like an AI kind of
code where it's not really him talking to her, but it's based off of her
input, like generates a response.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So it could in reality, which they deal with so much on Tales from the Darkside, it could be him that he left her, but it's not him like alive.
Yeah, it's not like present him, it's past him. Yeah. Because, I mean...
It's past participles.
Yeah. It's a past participle. Dangling participles.
Yes.
We are the dangling participles. Is that like a trapeze act?
I don't know.
That teaches you grammar?
I thought it was like the pasties that they would wear that, that would swing
Las
around.
Vegas kind of a thing.
Yeah. I always thought those were dangling participles.
Yeah. She put the hat on the computer.
Yeah. Okay, but I think though what she's doing though is she's not inputting the code to get responses, but she's inputting the code so that he can be intelligent, artificially intelligent or whatever. Because there's another element I think that pops up here in a minute.
Why don't you cut that shit out?
It's not working. God, have you ever done any computer programming?
Oh, not really. I was thinking about trying to learn how to do it because I wanted to make a video game, and then I was like, no. It seems really hard.
I did a week of a semester in computer programming. I was like...
I did some old HTML.
Yeah. I did Python. And like the shitty thing is you can spend hours sitting there programming. You get one little thing not right in there.
Yeah.
and none of it's going to work.
Right.
And I think that's what she's experiencing right now.
Uh-huh. Well, and there's certain programming languages that will like tell you what's not working.
Oh, yeah.
So you can like find it in the code somewhere more easily.
Yeah.
From what I understand, people that do programming like C# is really a popular coding language because I think it makes things a little easier than doing something like Python. And that's the other weird thing about programming is there's like 10 different, at least 10 different languages.
Yeah, I think Python's kind of like the baby steps. Kind of
a universal kind of a thing.
Yeah, I feel like, but even on that, I was like, fucking Mookie's fucked here because
I'm like, sorry, dude. The mom's definitely not going to know how to do any programming.
Yeah. So I guess his real name wasn't Mookie, it's Kevin.
Oh.
But probably betwixt them that they call each other Mookie and Pookie or something.
Dookie. They have another brother named Dookie.
He's in the fax machine.
Yep. He's in the blender.
Dookie, make me a shake.
He's just in the toilet.
Ew. All right, Dad, step up to the computer. Are you really Kevin?
Fuck you, computer. I hate you.
Yeah. Clean up your fucking room.
Get out of here, Dad.
Yeah. Get out of here, Dad. I just want to take some pictures.
I told you not to bother me while I'm cleaning my room.
You know what would suck if you had a son that lived in a computer? Because, I mean, you would save money on like food and whatnot, but like he's literally wasting a whole room, server space.
Yeah, and then you couldn't get on the computer to look at porn.
Yeah.
And be like, Dad, what are you doing, Dad?
Yeah, it's like you're violating me. But like he's never going to grow up to pay rent.
No, and you have like the electricity bill.
Yeah, yeah. Like, Mookie, just go on to heaven.
Yeah. Could you like transport him into like an iPad, connect the iPad to a Segway?
Oh, yeah.
That reminds me of an episode of Big Bang Theory where Sheldon Cooper did that.
So let me ask you this, if Ray Kurzweil came over today and was like, hey, Gog,
yo,
we want to go ahead, because, you know, Elon Musk's been talking about putting I don't know if it's a chip, but something in your head that basically...
Neuralink.
Yeah, the Neuralink. So let's just say they were like, hey, you could completely upload your presence to the internet. You'll never be sick again. You'll never die. You'll know everything. Would you do it?
No. I'm not done having the human experience just yet.
What if you were like 98?
Yeah.
Okay. What if what if not, like, what if I was like, nah, I don't want to do it, and like all your friends were like, nah, so then you'd be living forever just by yourself.
Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing is like, what if something really cool, it's like a gamble, because it's like, what if something really cool is waiting for us after we pass on from this
like
life?
heaven or something. Yeah.
Or just like another dimension or something like cool.
Right.
You know, but then there's also the chance that it's just absolute nothingness. So this would be like a guaranteed, like you get to kind of stay in this plane of existence for an extended period of time until the fall of technology and civilization.
But then what if though, like you couldn't be certain that you would live on.
Yeah.
All you could be certain of is that like an avatar of you would live.
Right. And then would it be like a Wreck-It Ralph situation or like a VR, like what was that one movie where everybody's in the game? Ready Player One.
Oh yeah. What about like Black Mirror? You ever watch that show? I feel like they deal with these themes too.
Right. Like would
this
you
was
be
like
able
the
to
pre-Black Mirror here?
Yeah. Would you be able to experience sensations like taste and touch and smell, like
or anything? Like what if it was just like
you're zipping around?
Again, it's just a recreation of you, but it's not you.
Yeah.
I would be scared. I don't think I'd want to do it. But like you said, there has been talk that, don't do it. Don't do it. He's going to unplug his son.
He's going to kill his own son.
Oh yeah, he's talking now. See, that was what I think she wrote the code for, was just like that. Yeah, you just talked to him.
Wait. My boy.
He's alive. Like,
My boy.
But you know what I was going to say was the theories out there that we are a simulation.
Mm-hmm.
That mathematically they say we're not the first simulation either. It's highly unlikely that we would be the first actual run through. We'd be,
like we're not version 1.0.
Which makes me like, okay, if that's a real theory, and let's say that's real for a second. Why are things still fucking shitty?
Because whoever's in charge of it has a fucked up mind. They're like, ooh, let's just go in there and mess with them.
Yeah. It's like,
create these mundane situations that people have to deal with every day that suck.
Yeah. Art the Clown is writing our...
Yeah.
I like the torture.
I'm going to make people go to jobs that they don't hate, but they don't really like that much either.
So, okay, they're playing Scrabble again. And now, is that what is Mookie? Yep. He's over there playing with them.
It's my turn, Dad. I know every word.
I wouldn't want to fucking play with Mookie if he was a computer.
No, he knows all the words.
Yeah. Fuck you, Mookie. Cheater.
And he picked Voyager. Like, I feel like he could pick a much more complex word.
Yeah.
If you knew every single word.
Yeah.
And every single letter combination that you could use.
Yeah, I if one of my family members or you were like, I'm a computer now, I want to come hang out, I'll be like, nah. He acts like he knows everything.
Yeah.
But you'd be like, oh, I do. I know what you looked at on the internet the other day.
Would you prefer I pretend as though I don't know everything, Brad?
Yeah, except for the lottery tickets or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Mookie and Pookie.
Okay. See, that was different than I anticipated based on the title.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, I was expecting a couple of goofy monsters.
And I had forgotten, but yeah, I definitely have seen that episode before.
Yeah.
And really, that one to me, that's a good episode. I like that one.
Well, it's a very interesting concept, especially for the 80s,
Yeah.
Because that's stuff that we still talk about today, especially with like artificial intelligence and things like that becoming so rapidly advancing. Like
we can talk about it now, and it doesn't just seem like sci-fi.
Right.
It seems like we were just talking about it, like Elon Musk says that he can make a chip for your head, and
they can make you see if you're blind.
Yeah.
Of course. I don't know. He's kind of a loose cannon, so I'm not sure how comfortable I would feel with a piece of hardware connected to my brain.
Right. But I do feel like for 1984, this is a pretty advanced concept.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's, like I say, not scary. Could be scary though. Like we've said, like in Black Mirror episodes, we've seen where things like that go horribly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So we got a couple more. On our season 1 disc 1, we're about 2 episodes away from wrapping up that disc.
That's right.
But in all, I think we have like 70 more episodes.
Yeah.
So
we'll be busy.
Yeah. So that was your Tales from the Darkside unedited watch along. I feel like we got to touch on some, fun topics.
Yeah.
Ourselves.
That's right. Just some, some things to think about, man. Just sitting here touching ourselves, thinking about stuff.
Get your hands up above the table from now on. From now on, your hands have to be up above the table.
This is how we podcast.
All right, join us for the next episode of Tales from the Dorkside.